Smash 64, Melee, Brawl, Wii U, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Long ago, these 5 games lived in harmony, players playing them and having fun galore. The tournament seems thriving, all until Dr. Allen.
Hi, I'm Jared. The Smash Bros. Community has taken a hit like no other in recent weeks. We've had trusted allies turn to enemies. We've had friends turn to foe. We didn't expect this. And we had what may have been our biggest event of all time stripped away from us. And in all of that, I have still remained as an O2er at my local tournament. Let's talk about that. Now, if you didn't know, Dr. Allen became a villain mainly because it seems he was bartering for power. That power came from he had a lot of small things that other tournaments couldn't get. Nintendo provided Switches for them because they had an agreement with them. And they had little perks that everyone kind of wanted. Now, what did Allen say after this whole thing came out? After everyone figured out he was kind of bartering for power? Well, he made a 31-page document in which I read so that you don't have to. Basically, the document broke down and said, I do not like Ken. Well, who is Ken? Ken is another trusted member of the Smash Bros. Community who has helped organize a lot of tournaments and helped us out a tremendous amount. But why does that matter? Well, it matters because without Dr. Allen and Dr. Ken working together, we don't have harmony. And that's really what this boils down to. Two guys who don't have enough ego or have too much ego that they didn't want to really play nice with each other, which is fine. You don't have to like everyone you work with. But if you want the betterment of the scene, it might be the best that you guys just work together, you guys suck it up, and you guys make the best game possible for the people who pay millions, or give you millions at least. Because it's for the fans at the end of the day. I've told you the background. Where are we now? Dr. Allen released a statement basically saying, I do not like a guy. Well, I mean, that's fine. Though these guys have to work together, they don't really have to. You know what I mean? They can live separate from each other. But where does Smash World Tour play into all this? Smash World Tour had to cancel their event recently due to not having the licensing from Nintendo. Now, if you go back to quarantine days, which feels like an eternity but wasn't that long ago, you go back to quarantine, and if you remember, there was a tournament they wanted licensing from Nintendo that Nintendo did not give it to them because they ran from PAL. It was a Melee tournament. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But they wanted to run it from PAL, and Nintendo shut them down. Smash World Tour didn't want the same. They did not want a cease and desist in their mail. But Dr. Allen, in his document, says, well, Smash World Tour did not register a venue in San Antonio, where the Smash World Tour was supposed to take place on December 11th. Now, this looks really fishy because if this is true, in the world in which this is true, that's a horrible look. I mean, in the world that this is true, we have a potential victim blaming right here. I mean, you look at it and it's like, oh my gosh, he might not be the bad guy because it looks like they're staging a coup. And the way that they would be doing that is through, well, quite simply, they'd be saying, oh, Alan and Nintendo shut us down, and then they get a monopoly. Now, this was quickly debunked. I mean, I'm pulling up the document from Smash World Tour. They pulled up receipt specific. But that's for you to believe and me to tell you, well, this happened. So many things have gone into this. But where do we go now? There's really only one place to go. Up. I think that this is the lowest that the Smash Ultimate community has ever been, and it might ever be. We have had someone that millions have trusted seemingly not turn his back, but show his true colors. He may have wanted the best for the community, but we'll never know that. And I ask you also not to dox him. Doxing does nothing. He knows what he did was wrong. If he is at fault, he knows what he did. Going and saying to the police, this man is doing something heinous, you need to stop him, and putting his family, his loved ones in risk? That's not cool, that's not funny, that is not tolerable. But where do we go? Well, Ludwig is throwing up a tournament for the top 16 players in both Smash Ultimate and Melee, proving that our scene's not dead, and proving that we still have trusted community members who are willing to lay their necks out. Ludwig is definitely losing money on this venture, but he trusts and loves this community so much. Now, the true nature of this Dr. Allen saga, it might not come to a close for a while. But it's our job as a community to band together. We are the grassroots. The tournaments we go to, the friends we make, those are the real connections that matter. Hold on to those. Hold on to your friends, hold on to your loved ones. We'll make it through this storm as metaphorical as I can make for a video game that's in jeopardy. But the community that we've thrived in, it's not going anywhere. It's just hurt a little bit. And we can bounce back, but we'll have to do it together. Now, Mango said an amazing quote about a week ago. He talked about how Smash will never die because they are the cockroaches of the competitive scene. And I think he's right. I think that we band together. We don't vilify or demonize someone who might have made some mistakes. But we look and we reflect. This is for them to decide. Dr. Allen? Ken? I know Dr. Allen's stepping away from Panda, but still, whoever takes his place, please work together for the community. I know you guys didn't like each other. Trust me, I've worked with people I don't like. But sometimes it's a little bit bigger than yourself. I'm gonna leave it on a optimistic note. The friendships that we make within this community can last a lifetime. Let's make sure that the community lasts a lifetime as well. Thank you.
Just remember one thing.
One
You
thing.
can try and take our Melee away. You can take my controller, my GameCube, my CRT. I'll tell you something. I'll play Melee in my fucking mind. As long as Melee lives, I will play. And if you take it all, we'll fucking play in a garage. 20 people there, hot, sweaty, gross, me versus Zane behind a 7-Eleven for 25 bucks. And that's what it's always going to be. You don't understand that the money, the fame, nobody gives. Anybody who wants to be a top player gives no fucks about that. So if you try to shut us down, you'll never shut us down. You think you might, but I promise you with all my soul, you got nothing on the Melee community. These f***s are the cockroaches of esports. You try and kill them, they can't kill them. These just keep going, dude. So you can try. You're not going to succeed, whoever you are. Just remember that.